Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video I am doing the continuation to my November budget videos. So I just got this video up, I believe yesterday, if I do upload this right after this, and it is my November monthly budget video, so go ahead and check that out if you guys have not. But for today we're going to actually be focusing on my sinking funds. So as you guys can see, I've budgeted for my sinking funds $982. So I am going to show you guys how I set up my sinking fund spread, as well as I will be stuffing my sinking fund system, which let me just quickly show you guys. If you guys have been watching me for quite some time, then you guys know that I do use, sorry about it being so bright, I use this coupon sort of file folder that I got from Target. I'll go ahead and leave everything linked down below, from the file folder to the label maker that I use to make these little labels, but I just have them here and it's just been working for me. I've been doing this for almost a year now, I want to say, and I really like this system. Instead of it being in cash envelopes, I know a lot of people do cash envelopes for their sinking funds, but I just find that keeping it in that system just works best for me. So that is what we'll be doing today. So let me go ahead and show you guys sort of where I set up my sinking fund spread. So as you guys know, you have the monthly view. And what I like to do is I like to set up my sinking funds on the very first page of the month, which is right next to the quote page. So that is where we will be setting this up. Let me go ahead and just zoom you guys a little bit. I am just going to use the leftover washi from yesterday's video, and I'll just go ahead and get started. Bring it a little bit to the right. There you go. Okay, like so. And then let me just get my sinking funds little tracker. And let's see. So I didn't add any sinking funds, any new sinking funds this month, just because I have quite a bit that I have to fund for. So I just thought that I would just focus on the ones that I have. Of course, Christmas is coming up, so I definitely want to fund that as much as I can before Christmas comes up. That is something that I really wanted to prioritize this time around. So let me see, can I zoom you guys just a tiny bit in? I never know how zoomed in you guys want to be. Is this too much? Maybe. Okay, so I do have my little rough draft here, so let me go ahead and just get started. I am just going to line up my sinking funds in alphabetical order. This is something that I like to do, but of course you don't have to do this. So let's see. The first one is my adventure sinking fund. This is a sinking fund that one of you actually helped me out with the name, and then it's just basically for like trips, adventures per se that I may take in the future. So I do have a beginning balance in here of $120. And for this month, I am just going to add $20. So I'm not prioritizing this sinking fund per se, just because I have other things that I want to put first. Like I mentioned, Christmas, I have my car payment, car insurance and stuff like that. Next up is my Amazon Prime. I do have Amazon Prime and I do pay for this once a year. So I do like to have a sinking fund for that. I am beginning with $50. And I'm just going to add $10, which is what I've been adding every single month, and we're doing good there. Next up is my car insurance, and for car insurance I am starting with $50, and I'm going to go ahead and add $300 for this. Perfect. Next is cart maintenance. For car maintenance, I am beginning with $90, and I'm going to be adding just $10. Go. Next is my car payment. Now, if you guys are wondering why it is that I have my car payment as a sinking fund, even though I do pay for this monthly, I have this as a sinking fund because I like to have at least 2 months worth of the car payment. So I already have $257 in here, but I will be adding $257 more. just in case, let's say anything happens in the future and I end up not being able to cover for 1 month or 2 months of my car payment, I'll go ahead and be set with at least a month's worth of payment. I don't know, I just really want to prevent me from not being able to pay my car and things like that. So that's the reason why I have it as a sinking fund. Obviously, this is not going to work for everybody, but this is what I do personally. After car payment, we have car tags, which I actually just got in the mail, the car tags for my car, and they're pretty pricey, guys, and they're due in December. So I definitely want to bump up the amount that I'm going to be putting in the sinking fund. So I am starting with $75, and for this month, since we do have 2 months, November and December, left over to stuff my sinking fund, I did just divide that number into 2, and it came out to $95 per month. So that's what I'll be adding for it this month for my car tags. Okay, next up after car tags is the infamous Christmas sinking fund. This is probably my favorite sinking fund because I had a Christmas sinking fund last year, which definitely saved my butt when purchasing gifts. In the past, I would be very prone to just using my credit cards, which I know is super bad, but you know, you live and you learn. So the Christmas sinking fund always gets me super pumped up. So for this, I currently have $350, and I am going to add $150 for this month. Next, we have date night. For date night, I am starting with $12, and I'm only going to be putting $18 in this month. Next, we have entertainment. And for entertainment, I am starting with $96. And I am going to just add $14. So as you guys can see, you can see which ones are the ones that I really want to fund for this month, and those are the ones that are coming up, like my car insurance, that's on a monthly basis, car payment, and Christmas. And then the rest I am adding a little bit, so it's not like I'm not adding anything at all. I'm just not prioritizing those. The next we have Go Wild, which is a new category that I recently added. This one I have $75 so far, and I'm going to be adding $90 for this. And then last but not least, I have my medical sinking fund, and for this I am beginning with $22, and for this I'm only going to be adding $18. Honestly, I should have probably added a little bit more for this because I'm going to be needing to be getting contacts. And I don't know if my insurance is going to cover it all. We'll see. It's okay. You know, you live and you learn. If I have an unbudgeted expense for contacts, then you guys will know why. So now I'm going to just put my total section. And I will go ahead and add my beginning and what I'm adding for all of my sinking funds for this month. So for beginning, it is $120 plus $50 plus $50 plus $90 plus $257 plus $75, $350, $12, $96, $75, and $22. I am beginning with $1,197. And then for what I'm adding, 20, 10, 310, 257, 95, 150, 18, 14, 90, and 18, which is $982, which is the amount that I had budgeted for. So everything matches up and we are all good to go. Now I'm not putting anything for the negatives or ending because usually this I fill out once I've sort of had transactions at the end of the month in my monthly budget results video. So now next up, what I am going to also set up is just my transaction log at the bottom. So I do like to keep any transactions that I make from my sinking funds separate from the rest of my budget because in a way they are completely separate things. So let's see. I don't usually have that many transactions, which is how I get away with just putting it all in one page. But of course, if you need more space, you can take up 2 pages, whatever works for you. And then I would just go ahead and put this here. And I am just going to make my lines quickly. Alright, so now everything is set up, and now we're ready to move on to stuffing my sinking fund system. So I do have all of my cash here, so let me go ahead and, am I going to separate it? Yeah, let's go ahead and separate it really quick. So let me put, I don't know how well this is all going to work, to be honest, but let's see, we have 50s, 20s, maybe put this a little bit higher, 10s, do our 5s on this side, and then our 1s on this side. I think that's how it's going to work out. There we go. Okay, so now we have everything here, and I'm just going to go ahead and go one by one. So first we have adventures. So for adventures, I'm just going to take a 20. I think so. And now let's see, adventures right here. Put it at the end. There we go. I think this is a little bit harder than how I usually do it, but you know, that's okay. Amazon Prime is next for $10. So Amazon Prime is right here. Perfect. Next we have $300 for car insurance. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Right here. Car insurance, which is the very first one. Right here. Next we have cart maintenance for $10. I hope you guys can see that. $10. Go. Next we have $257 for car payment, so we're getting 2 from here, 50, and 2. So we have 1, 2, 55, 56, 57, 257 in car payment, which I'm just gonna stuff in there, and then I'll go ahead and fix it later on. There we go. Next I have car tags, that is $95, so let me take a 50 and 5, 50, 70, 95. That is going to car tags, which I do, yeah I do, I made one last time for car tags. Sorry if you guys can't see too well there. Next we have 150 for Christmas, so I'll just take 150 there. Christmas is over here, so I'll put it in the back. There we go. Next we have date night for $18. So let me just move this right here. 18. Oop. So you have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. For date night. Put that in here. And then we have entertainment for $14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There. For entertainment. Just put it in here. And then we have Go Wild for $90, so 50, 70, 90, right there, for Go Wild, which is my very last one. There we go. And then last but not least, we have $18, which should be the rest of this money. So let's see, 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Perfect. Okay. So let's take a look here. Let's put that there. Okay, so all of my sinking funds are now stuffed, and with that being said, that's pretty much going to conclude this video. Please stay tuned for my next couple of videos. I should have my cash envelope stuffing going up right after this video. So yes, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and make sure to tap on that notification bell so you guys can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. And hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.